Hi, this is Andy Rowe on Saturday the 28th of January 2017, and I'm going to have a look at my weekly trading system, looking at the different asset classes and deciding whether I want to be in or out of that asset class. But before I start, let me just make a quick disclaimer. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so please don't regard this video as financial advice from me to you. It's simply a video about what I'm doing, so do take it in that light. So if you want a financial advisor, go and find somebody else. I'm not your man, but if you're kind of interested in what I'm doing, then please hang around and see what's going on, because what I'm going to do is have a look at, let's say, the 5 different asset classes: shares, property, gold, commodities and bonds, and decide whether I want to be in or out of them. And I use a simple timing system to decide whether I'm going to be in or out. So when the price crosses the average price for the year, then I want to be invested in the asset class, and I want to stay invested in the asset class until the price drops below the average price for the year, the MA52. So I look at the graph on a weekly basis, and then once the price drops below the average price for the year, then I liquidate the investment, turn it back into cash, and stay in cash until such time as the price rises up above the MA52 again, at which point I invest again. So it's quite simple in theory, but quite difficult in practice, because my emotions tend to sometimes get the better of me, and I will sometimes take a signal and sometimes won't take a signal, probably incorrectly, because it can be quite difficult to follow a trading system. But anyway, bear with me. Let's have a look and see what the graphs are telling me today. So I'm going to look at shares first of all, and the fund that I invest in is up here, so the price is well above the MA52, the average price for the year, so I'm quite happy to remain invested in the stock market via this fund. Nice and easy. Okay, so property is the next thing. Now I'm looking at a UK property fund here. The price has been falling since sort of the summer of 2015, and very recently the price rose up to the average price for the year, but didn't close above it, and in fact it appeared to bounce down off the moving average, so a phenomenon known as resistance. And so it's just moved a bit sideways this week. Nothing much has happened there, but it's below the MA52, so that tells me I don't want to be invested in this class because it's out of favour. I'll be interested in investing in it when it comes back into favour again. Right, let's have a look at gold. Now I use the 2-year moving average for gold because gold's quite spiky, goes up and down all over the place, and for me I think the MA104 seems to work better, and so at the moment the price is below the MA104. It came right up to it the other week, and I was convinced it was going to cross through the MA104 and there would be a buy signal, but this week it's bounced down again. So there's no signal for me to be invested in gold at the moment, but that may change of course in the next week or so. Now I'm going to look at commodities, and the fund that I use to be invested in commodities has been climbing nicely recently. You can see where it came up through the MA52 here, and this year so far it's been rising very strongly, and so I'm very happy to be invested in commodities through that particular fund. Easy peasy. Okay, bonds I don't trend trade because they chop around their moving average too much, so I simply am invested in 3 different bond funds, one that's denominated in British sterling, one that's denominated in US dollars, and one that's denominated in euros, and I simply hold them and they will just have to do how they will. So what do I have to do this week? Well, nothing actually. I'm staying invested in shares. I'm staying out of the property market. There's no signal for me to be buying gold at the moment. I'm staying in commodities, and of course I'm always in the bond funds that I hold anyway, so I don't need to do anything. Nice and simple, just how I like my trading to be, really. So thanks for watching. If you haven't been to my website yet, this is it, trendfollower.co.uk. Have a look at the website, see if there's anything there that's of interest to you, and I will do another video next week on the state of the different asset classes as I see them, and report to you then. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you next week. Bye for now.